Welcome everyone, my name is Fred and I am the Gaming Baker, and today we're going to be doing the Portal cake, which is, simply enough, just a regular black forest cake with a lot of chocolate. For those who don't know what Portal is, it is a first-person platforming game which lets you use, as the title says, a portal that can make you traverse either long distances or help you solve various puzzles. My first time playing Portal was actually when I was trying to look for a content for this video. I live streamed it on Twitch, link in the description below, and it was quite fun actually, although then I was only looking to find a cake, which made me lose track and lose some of the secrets that I should have probably enjoyed a lot more. But it was interesting, to say the least, to try to experience something new and have new content to make cakes or desserts for. And on this note, why don't we start the video? For the first part of the chocolate genoise, we're gonna need eggs, some salt, vanilla extract, which I have some clear pure vanilla extract right here, and some sugar. We're gonna then need to place the 4 ingredients into a grease-free mixing bowl and warm over a hot water bath to about 50 degrees Celsius or 120 degrees Fahrenheit while stirring with a wire whisk. In this clip, I will be mixing all the 4 ingredients together ahead of time to make it easier for me to mix over the warm water bath. We're not looking for a specific texture, we're only looking to be at the right temperature. Don't forget to check if your thermometer works properly before using it during this recipe. Once the mixture have reached the desired temperature, we need to beat it on high speed until light and fluffy. Once reached, we need to finish mixing it on medium speed until full volume is reached and the mixture starts to recede, which would take about 20 minutes. During this step, I was getting quite anxious with the final result of this batter, since it was getting very close to the top of my bowl. But I was quite happy with the end result when I checked with the ribbon method. Ribbon method is when you lift a whisk or a spoon from the mixture, a solid line or ribbon from the mixture will fall onto the bowl and slowly disappear into the mixture. As you can see right here, it makes a very good ribbon. This is sadly where I start making some very rookie mistakes during this recipe. In this stage, I am supposed to fold all the dry ingredients into the wet very carefully for it to not deflate. Sadly, my first pour of the dry into the wet was very thick and I already started to see the batter deflate. I then decided against my better judgment to pour the entire thing into it, and the batter continued deflating way too much until I could not fill all 4 pans. The original plan was to fill 4 pans and have a very light and fluffy cake. Instead, I could only fill 2, which led into a very dense cake that you will see at the end of this video when I cut through it. While the cakes were baking, I decided to make the whipped cream ahead of time. This time I used icing sugar instead of granulated sugar just to see what it would do, since I've never done that before, and it led to about the same taste but a bit different texture. Sadly, my bowl was too small to do the whipped cream in one single batch, so I decided to divide it in 2. In this recipe, I was looking for a soft to medium peak for the whipped cream itself. With the cake being so dense, I had trouble cutting it flat halfway through in both of the instances of this cake. This led into having uneven layers when I applied the sugar syrup and kirsch mixture and the whipped cream. I use a 1:1 ratio for water and sugar mixture to make a very simple syrup, and I mix it with some kirsch liqueur to make a very distinctive taste. I then soaked every single layer with the kirsch and simple syrup mixture, and then added a very thin layer of whipped cream, piped some whipped cream circles around, and filled the centers with some cherry pie fillings. I prefer using this technique for Black Forest cakes since it doesn't overwhelm you with the taste of cherry, and when done correctly, have a very clean outside look. While I was stacking the cake layers, I noticed something very weird with the whipped cream. It was very soft. I had trouble piping it without it melting in my hand. I do not know if it was because the whipped cream wasn't cold enough or maybe it wasn't whipped enough. Still right now, I still don't really know what I was doing wrong. If someone in the description can tell me, I would be really grateful. I believe I did everything that I could with the whipped cream that I had. I then decided to put it in the fridge to solidify a bit more while I was thinking a way out of this situation. As you can see here, as I pick it up and start covering it in chocolate, it was still very, very soft. I don't know if it's because I didn't put it in the fridge long enough or if it's because whipped cream doesn't really solidify, but as I was applying the chocolate, I had a lot of issue trying to, one, keep it clean, two, keep it good looking, and three, stack all of the chocolate on top of it. Right now I was getting quite frustrated. I didn't know how to fix this issue. As you can see, I tried to just apply it on the side. I'm making a mess and I didn't know what to do at this point. I then decided to just finish the cake with some pipe rosettes and add the cherries at the end. I then finished it with a classic single white candle in the center. Alright, so this cake I wasn't that impressed with the final results. I clearly need to work on my speed, on actually taking my time. If I start to see something that goes wrong, I need to stop right then and there, actually figure out what was going on. I need to stop rushing things, and I need to do a bit more research before I actually attempt to move forward if I have some issues. But overall, it tasted fantastic. The cake was a bit thick, a bit hard, not hard, but not as moist as it could be. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please comment, like, and subscribe. If you want to watch me stream, I am live on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Link is in the description below. And I'll see you next time.